Let's get started. Let's understand first what is engineering. And we'll slowly understand why we need to go for it. We'll slowly go step by step. We'll see. And one thing for sure, friends, you will see interested, interactive, encouraging participants only in the class. I'll do my duty. Please filter your trainer. I'll filter my participants. Really, you heard it right. You heard it right. You please filter your trainer. I have to filter my participants. Then our subject is safe, going to the right hand, right correct place. Happy weekends, right? And happy going. As simple as that. Let's get started. This is Sai Phanindra from SQL School. I assure you complete practice-oriented class from scratch, right from the basics of Azure. The prerequisite, Microsoft SQL. What concepts we should be revising on Microsoft SQL? We'll do it slowly, step by step. Let's understand carefully. Let's get into the game now. Make sure you revise database concepts. No need to be a pro in development, but Microsoft SQL, revise them. Basics should be fine. DML, DDL, DCL, TCL, DQL, enough. We are into a 2 months program, data engineering. What we are going to learn here. But before that, like what it is actually, let's get started. Very simple and straight. Let's understand slowly the agenda for today's class. What is database? What is warehouse? Let's start from the scratch carefully. Friends, we'll go for questions. First round of questions after some time. Then second round of questions at the end. We'll do one by one. What is database? We'll start with. Then warehouse. Then something called. Sir, I have to mute you for some time, sir. Please don't interrupt, sir, in between. Okay. Please don't interrupt in between, sir. Kalesha. We'll go for questions, sir, after the class. Okay. Yes. Hope it is clear, sir. Please. Yeah. Kalesha Sheikh. We'll do it, sir. Hope it is clear, please. Can you hear me, sir? Please check your mic, please. Please check your mic. Cannot hear you. Please kindly reconnect again.
Yes, sir. Are you hearing me?
Thank you. Yeah, I can hear. Thank you. Yeah, Depam, you said like, please mute all. It's not good. I don't want to mute. Let them mute. No problem. Even I have to understand the things and all, right? No problem, Depam. We'll do one by one slowly. They know how to filter the trainer. I know how to filter the participants. We are safe. We'll continue. Where we are. Friends, we are in it right. Okay, let's make it frank and straight. Nothing to hide. Nothing to hurry, right? Everything should be transparent. Happy classes. Where we are. Let's understand slowly what is database first, what is warehouse, and what is ETL. Let's understand for first 2 to 3 minutes. Then step into data engineering 4th minute. More importantly, what exactly we need to learn? Why? Remember, data engineering is a chemistry. Yes. We'll feel it from tomorrow. It is a chemistry class. If we practice on time. If not, just another history class. Trust me. Let's start. Database. A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. And I said any type of data. Tomorrow we are going to start with something called CSV data, comma separated value files. By day after tomorrow, PDF. By next week, we are going to start processing something called QR codes, JSON files, encrypted data. So database has the beauty. It can store any type of data, no restrictions, and is what we are going to do from tomorrow. Any amount of data, we have something called Spark. What is that? Spark technology from tomorrow's class. And here is the class notes for Spark module. We are going to learn from scratch Spark database operations, Spark database creations, and Spark queries. What is Spark? It is big data activity, a nice big data component. We are going to learn from scratch what is Spark, what is big data, how it is different from regular SQL database. From tomorrow, we are going to start this Spark activity from scratch. Now, usually, there are three basic types of databases: OLTP or regular MS SQL, Oracle SQL, MySQL, Sybase, PostgreSQL, etc. These technologies work on real-time live data, day-to-day operations, OLTP. Our course is into warehouse, and from tomorrow we need to learn two brands of warehouse. What are they? Let's stay tuned. Hope you are writing your observation notes. I requested you to have some scribbling pad and pen ready with you. Hope you have it with you. Let's not forget our happy school days, learning the technology. Let's make it here. It will save a lot of time for us. It should thank us, right? Subject should thank us from the job desk. I'll continue. Warehouse. There are two brands of storing historical data. That is inactive data. Number one. Number two, aggregated data. Number three, incremental data. What is that? Inactive data can be warehouse. Aggregated data, SQL aggregations, group by joins, that output result can be stored in a warehouse. By day after tomorrow, we are going to take that example. And number three, incremental data can also be stored in a warehouse. To make it easier for us, I'll show you a small example. It's aggregated data, something like this. We pick some data, give it to something called data frame, aggregate and store. What is that? Read the data, aggregate the data, group by. A small example I'm showing right now. Mostly by day after tomorrow or next day, we are going to land up into this example. 99% day after tomorrow. To start with a single table. So this aggregated data has to be stored into Spark database. There's a basic purpose of a warehouse. In olden days, we store aggregated data in indexed views, materialized views. Then came OLAP database, multidimensional. Then came OLAP database, tabular mode. Now came Spark. We cannot forget the history. Purpose, faster analytics. That is the beauty of warehouse, faster analytics. So aggregated data we are going to start with. Slowly we are going to step into something called incremental data. We have something called SCD type 1, SCD type 2, etc., CDC and so on. Medallion architecture and other things. But remember, there are few things a warehouse cannot do. Example, forecast. Accurate forecasts are the caliber of OLAP. A separate subject, separate course for us. 1 month subject, Azure Analysis Services. Our course is into warehouse. To make it more clear, OLTP database to store live real-time data, like the ball-to-ball score in a live cricket match. live temperature, live stock market operations. Warehouse, our actual subject from tomorrow in the 2 months data engineering course, to store historical aggregate data like old temperature data, old stock market, old cricket match data. Why? Expected run rates, required run rate, chances to win, chances to lose, score predictor, and the reports received from the past, say, overs or past innings, etc. All data aggregations, accumulations are performed using warehouse. Who is going to do all these? ETL. This is our helping hand. Warehouse is my body. ETL is nothing but my hand and leg. My hands and legs are the ETL. My body is the warehouse. That's my course. Let me involve into it. I said 2 brands of warehouse, right? Same way, there are 2 brands of ETL as well. Now, what are they? No more suspense. What are they? On my screen now. Open source ETL, Microsoft ETL. Open source warehouse, Microsoft warehouse. That is data engineering. Open source ETL, open source warehouse, best friends. Open source ETL, Microsoft warehouse, good friends, and vice versa. Our project work, you are going to involve in it, involves 4 different elements, to ETL, to warehouse. And throughout our course, we need to slowly come to conclusions throughout the course, when to use which, when to go for open source ETL, when to go for Microsoft ETL, what is the beauty inside each technology. Same way it works with warehouse as well. So the complete data engineering course involves 4 different elements. Now, what is exactly data engineering, to make it more clear? Friends, hope you are writing your observation notes. We need it. Subject is a bit vast. Complete details I'll send it on email anyway. But good to have our own observation notes. Let's continue. We'll talk more about the do's and guidelines for our classes from tomorrow. I have 6 different guidelines and we need to make sure we follow them. Let's make it easier and helpful. As a data engineer, what we do? I divided the course into 3 different modules. And it's working for me for more than almost 7 to 8 years for this particular course. It's working for me. With these 3 modules, we are going to touch base with everything in a meaningful way. The first module is all about ETL and data warehouse concepts. Open source, the basement. Yes, first open source came into the market. Then came Data Factory, Microsoft ETL. Initially something called version 1, then came version 2. We have open source concepts first from tomorrow, the basement. From there comes user interface in a more meaningful, rich and eye-catchy way, Azure Data Factory, the prominent component in our course, main cake piece. But the roots are from the open source ETL, remember. In our process, we will talk about Databricks. Another, not just ETL, it has even machine learning, big data, simply say cloud BI component, cloud business intelligence component called Databricks. Open source. To practice Databricks, Azure is not required. It's open source, databricks.com, separate website. And we have Synapse, again Microsoft. Synapse includes the beauty of both Data Factory and Databricks together. That is Synapse. And a common friend for all these 1, 2, 3 items, number 4, data lake. Without data lake, few things will not work in Data Factory, Databricks and Synapse. Like for example, we are going to learn something called polybase, staging, ETL logging. Data lake is required. And to implement Data Factory, we need Spark. To implement Databricks and Synapse, we need Spark. Wherever there is Spark, there is Python. Remember. And we have something called Spark SQL, PySpark, Scala, few additional extracted flavors out of it. To make it more easier for us, I divided the things into 3 different broad categories. ETL, Data Factory, Databricks. Microsoft, open source. Other side of the coin, warehouse, Microsoft, open source. Synapse SQL pool, Microsoft, Spark database, open source. And the bridging factor between these, the staging and the storage area for these two, a common friend, the binding gel, storage account. A bit costly affair, data lake, ultimate flavor, lake house. Cloud always says, more we invest, more we get. That is the main formula for any cloud. More I invest, more I get. Storage account, cheaper flavor, very basic level activities. And we have something called data lake, big data, more secure. Then we have something called lake house, big data, more secure, AI, artificial intelligence, AI components auto embedded inside lake house. I type not even 20% of my syntax, I get the remaining 80% immediately. That's the beauty of lake house now, thanks to Microsoft, really. It works. We are going to experience it from day after tomorrow. I type only 20%, I'll show you remaining 80% will come automatically. AI, it is helping us, it's helping us a lot from day after tomorrow. If possible, I'll show you tomorrow itself. If not from day after tomorrow, we need it. AI is a part of our classes. Where it comes from? Lake house. So we need to invest in such a way our client is happy with the features, but our client is not unhappy with the price, really. So we should be very careful in selecting the correct ETL, correct warehouse, and stage it carefully. And in our classes, towards the end of our course, we have end-to-end integration project work. However, participants who are planning for their resumes, interviews, I request you 2 things. Number 1, involve in the project towards the end. But number two, take the project requirement and solution this weekend itself. Go through it and continue your interviews and resumes. That project is going to surely help us and boost our confidence firstly. It works. At the end, you involve in it. I'll provide you the solution videos, explanation, project, FAQs. Still, you involve in it. Do the reverse engineering, re-engineering. It works. Let's involve into the things carefully. So the 2 months from tomorrow should be all about backend. Open source ETL, open source warehouse. Microsoft ETL, Microsoft warehouse, and the bridging between them. And that is the cake, actual cake. Backend. What about the cream? The creamy layer, front end, Power BI. We cannot avoid it. Either you learn on your own or learn from any other trusted source or from me or from our school. We have other trainer as well. You have different schedules. But some way or the other, make sure you have Power BI also into your learning basket if you are including Azure Data Engineering. We need it. There are a lot of in-depth and inbuilt concepts that actually works together. We cannot break their bond in our now. Common question: where does Databricks stand? Very simple.
Hello.
I repeat again. What is it I said? Where does Fabric stands in? I repeat once again. Backend data engineering, right? Front end Power BI. In olden days, of course, including today also, not many companies are, ready to get into Fabric. No, maybe due to the economic conditions or the kind of projects we are getting rolled out from pipelines as of now. I'm not really sure about the reasons, but not many companies are ready to step into Fabric and invest their extra amount in their licensing. As on date, we have data engineering teams separated from Power BI teams as on date. But there is something called Fabric we should be aware of. Our next goal. Fabric is a cream cake. Data engineer cake, Power BI cream, and they are separate to each other, layer to each other, cake and cream concept. This is a Abaco cream cake, as simple as that. I mean my example. Why? On my screen. In Fabric, we do everything from engineering and majority of Power BI. Not everything, but majority. To step into Fabric technically, one should have strong experience, not knowledge, experience on engineering and Power BI. As per my observation in Fabric, as well as according to the Microsoft certification DP600 exam portal, it clearly says subject matter expert level knowledge on data engineering and Power BI required. We needed to step into Fabric. So Fabric can be our next move. 1 year, 6 months, or maybe 2 years down the line. And I don't see anything greater than Fabric at this moment. Let's step into data engineering from tomorrow, the core engineering activities. It's all about ETL and data warehouse. What is it? ETL and warehouse. Now, to make it easier for us, I request you, I'll provide you this image to everyone anyway. All these slides I'll be sending you on email today. Take a color print. Take a color print and laminate it if required. Really, a photocopy complete concepts. This will be our Bible for next 2 months. Please understand my concept. This number one. Number two, every 2 weeks, you will be receiving print copies of the notes. 2 weeks journey. This week, next week, from scratch. You will take print copies. Again, 2 more weeks. You will take again one more set of documents. You will take print copy like this. In this way. Make sure the things are ready with you. Let's go back to school. If you are having the notes ready with you before the class, it will be really an interesting, useful investment of time. Trust me. Let's think back to school. I need your support. And attendees who are more interactive will always get more and more from me. That's my moral duty. I'll do it. I repeat, we do more, we get more. Everywhere. That's my experience. So make sure you revise SQL basics. Microsoft SQL basics, please revise them. It's not too urgent, but by end of this week, please revise your Microsoft SQL basics. From tomorrow, we are going to start with Azure configurations, Spark database creations from scratch. We will do slowly tomorrow. By end of this week, please revise Microsoft SQL. We need it throughout the course from next week. And DP203, don't take it light. That is the main heaviest component in our resume, trust me. In terms of weightage, the keyword value, DP203 certificate has good amount of weightage for our resume, and our course includes complete guidance for this wonderful item, the actual key takeaway. With over 400 plus queries, we'll be taking it in our class. 400 plus pages of PDF document will be there, part of our course. And attendees who are interested in DP203, of course, I usually provide it over the first weekend of the course. The 398 pages you see on the screen. It should be fine. Trust me, it should be fine to win the certification with a better score. Part of our classes. I usually provide it during the first weekend of the course, like project requirement, certification guide, the certification guide samples, and say sample resume points, project FAQs. I usually provide during the first weekend of the course. But if someone is looking for it on an urgent basis, I don't mind providing it upfront, not an issue at all. But one promise, on-time practice and submission of assignments before the next class or by the weekend. That is required for me, please. Every day there are assignments. We need it. Next, after we do all these 3 different modules, I said storage module, data factory, Synapse module, and Databricks module with Spark, PySpark, Python. Now we need to get a question. Sai, what about Python? Common question. Python is very vast. We are not into programming. Whatever Python needed for engineering, the ETL part of Python we are going to learn in our classes, and that's for sure enough. Fine. We are not into development. We are not into programming. We are not into machine learning. So we need not go for Python programming, Python machine learning, Python AI, or Python IoT, not required. We are into Python ETL. And we'll be taking good amount of examples. There are about 20 examples on Python in our classes. 20. Each example will take about 15 to 20 minutes for your practice. Including the task items, there are 20 examples. We'll do it slowly, step by step. So this is a complete stream, a complete project plan. wherein we are going to have Data Factory Synapse module, Databricks Spark and PySpark module, Data Lake and Stream Analytics, one single module we are going to have for one end-to-end project work. With this, let me recap what we learned in a single screen. Then we go for questions. Here it is. Just to recap what we learned for last 30 minutes in a single screen on this show, Cloud, a platform to virtually store any type of data or applications, secured, faster, easier. Azure, a cloud solution from Microsoft, cheaper, easy to use, and supports any type of data. Data engineer, responsible for design of data warehouse for storing old historical data, inactive data. What is that? Historical data, inactive data. And also, it is for the purpose of storing something called incremental data. What is that? Incremental data. Remember that. Next. With this information, from here, we have the next important one. Components we are going to learn. We are going to slowly start with Azure fundamentals. No more PPTs. Straight into the practice from tomorrow. You'll be given the notes in advance. Make sure you have a print copy of the notes. You may need to visit your printer once every 2 weeks. Please, for me, take print copies of the notes, get it ready. This week, next week, single bundle, single mail, one zip file. Extract, take the prints. Get ready in sequence. We'll start from the scratch with examples. After fundamentals comes data warehouse concepts. Something called SQL pool, Spark database, again a warehouse, and Synapse SQL pool. Main beauty of Synapse, it can happily welcome live data. Very, very fast, but costly. ETL components, Data Factory, Databricks, Synapse Analytics. Data Factory says it syncs pipelines. Databricks syncs notebooks. Synapse have the chorus, pipelines and notebooks together. As simple as that. It's a mix of Data Factory and Databricks. Other components, we have something called logic apps, part of our classes. CI/CD pipelines. Here, DevOps a big course. We have 1 month course for DevOps. Whatever is needed from DevOps for CI/CD integrations, good to have it for our resume and an overview understanding. We have 2 classes on DevOps activities in our data engineering course. I repeat, 2 classes. And we have IoT, Internet of Things. After we practically experience all these 13 components comes project work. End-to-end project with complete solution can be given in advance if you wish to have, and the complete guidance, part of our classes. Prerequisites, Windows 8 or higher required. Now the question can be, why? You said like data engineer is into cloud. Yes, we need to have certain installations as well in our process. Okay, next. Friends, I could see if attendees posting questions on chat. Nothing wrong. But let me concentrate in my class, right? We'll go for Q&A after the class. Let me concentrate here. We'll go for Q&A after the class. Non-technical questions, our team is monitoring them carefully anyway, no issues. Technical things, please give me time. I have to read them at the end of the class. I'll continue. Prerequisites, Windows 8 or higher. Revise MS SQL constraints, joins, group by and merge. Constraints, joins, group by and merge should be enough. Please revise them thoroughly. Make sure you have a credit card or a debit card to configure your free account. Valid for 1 month. After 1 month, another card, or maybe you have to convert your free account to paid account. And I need to guide you how to minimize the cost. It will be costing about $50 US per month to practice every example from our course 2 times. $50. With specific guidelines, it will be charging about 50 USD. So better to go for a free account if possible. And using free account, we can practice almost everything except one example called Event Hubs. Remaining all works with free account. Only Event Hub is not working with free account. It's asking for a paid account. But no problem, we have an alternative for it. And at least 1 hour practice, my kind request, plus either daily submission or weekly submission of everyday assignments, please. My kind request. And what else? I think I posted all my content here on the screen. If I am missing anything, please do let me know. Over to you now. Mike with you. Before I proceed, I got some questions on the chat. Let me continue. Saina Samrin, new to data engineering. We'll start from the scratch, brother. No problem. And ETL plus data warehouse plus stage equal to engineering. You are right, sir. Yeah. Friends, I got a comment. Is ETL plus warehouse plus staging is equal to engineering? Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is. Let me show you that particular slide again, just to make it clear for us. On my screen now, ETL plus the central point, storage, staging, one lake, and warehouse is equal to engineering with additional toppings, IoT, CI/CD, Power BI. Next, over to you now. Any questions, please let me know. I'll take you back to my notepad here. Now, any questions, please let me know. Please promise me minimum 1 hour every day practice, please. Please, I need it. Please, promise. Please, everyone, please, I'll wait. Minimum 1 hour every day practice, please. Please, everyone, Anjaneyulu, Arun, everyone, please, everyone, mic with you all, please. Please let me know, please. I'll wait. Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Others, please, I'll wait, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are doing.
Thank you so much. You have been responsive. Others, no response there. I said, please, still no response. No problem. Thank goodness been responsive. I documented the participants' email addresses. I respect your security. I respect your privacy. I'm not showing the complete email address, but make sure attendees are responsive how your email address over here. You know your email address, so you can identify it from the second part on the screen. Am I missing anyone? Let me know, please. I only included the attendees who are responding now. Really, friends, I need it. It's a demo class. Right? It's demo for me, not for you. Actually, really, I need it.
Yes.
I need.
Like, I don't know where to respond. I'm not able to find where to respond to you.
On mic only, brother. On mic only. No problem, brother. On time practice,
Oh.
Rakesh. Okay. From tomorrow, please.
Yes, that's
Rakesh.
Rakesh.sahota@gmail.com.
Oh no, don't expose your email address, sir. Leave it, sir. Okay. I'll take. There are some consultants attendees also here. Okay. I respect your privacy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Will do. I am sending one email now with all this information. Please go through it carefully. Okay.
Sir, I have
I
a
need.
question.
Sudeep, please wait, sir. Please wait, sir. Please wait. I'll be sending you number 1, 2 mails total. First mail will be about MS SQL. The prerequisite I said, right? MS SQL queries. Okay. Sample database plus revision items. Practice items for your revision. Please make sure you go through them carefully. It will save your time, right? It will save a lot of time for us. I understand you're already aware of the prerequisites. But if I can give you one sample database and revision queries, I feel it will be easy and useful for you to just go through them and practice them. By weekend, please practice carefully. From where you download SQL Server, you may download from here. Downloads. You may install from here. You're already aware of installation, the prerequisite. In case, if required, you may refer to this one. I'm sending you these 2 links. This will be the first mail today. Second mail, I'll be sending you the detailed course curriculum, day-wise roster. Okay, please make sure you go through it carefully once, please. First mail sent, kindly check. In the meantime, I shall be composing the second mail with the content I was showing you in the class today. Over to you now. Any questions, please let me know. I'll wait. I'll share you the content right now in the meantime.
For that certificate, na DP 300 or 250. For that means it is included in this, or means at the time of exam again, like.
Sir, I said, here it is, sir. DP 203 exam guidance is included, okay? Not the exam fee. Exam you have to pay to Microsoft separately and do it, brother. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Guidance. Yeah, okay. We are interacting, we are communicating for the technical learning process. Nothing else. Yeah. Fine. Next question, please. I'll wait. So send. Kindly check. I'll wait.
Paul, I haven't received the email.
Oh, wait.
Paul Chuku.
Paul,
Yeah, I have not received the email.
sure, sir. I'll check it, sir. You can practice on time, right? Minimum 1 hour every day, please. Minimum 1 hour, please. Every day. Yep.
Also,
Paul,
Sai,
cannot
even
hear
I
you.
have not received.
Problem.
Already sent Rakesh. Please check it, sir. I'll wait. Please refresh it once. I'll
Okay.
wait, please.
Okay. Can I question? I
Tell
have
me,
a
sir.
question.
Tell me,
So
Rakesh.
is this
Yep.
Azure Data Engineering? Is it the same Azure Data Solution Architect?
I'll come there, sir. It's not the same actually. It's a part of it. I'll come there. Then. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Thank you.
just. Yeah. Deepam, wait, brother. Please wait, Deepam. Let me just complete the answer for the other participant ones. Okay. Please wait, Deepam.
I put the message in the chat, email. That's all. Thank you.
Sure, sir. I'll check it, sir. Rakesh, on my screen, brother. Solution architect involves data engineering, database administration, Azure admin, Azure DevOps, and Azure developer. Everything.
Okay.
Solution architect includes everything needed for a project. As simple as that. Got it now, Rakesh?
I got it. Thank you, Sai. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So this is our course, brother. We have other courses as well. Okay. Other trainers, other courses.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. And Deepam Patel, I already sent it, brother. Please check it again. I already sent it. Please check it. This notes. Please check it, sir. I'll wait. I'll wait. Fine, friends. Any more questions, please? I'll wait.